Good afternoon. I want to thank everybody for being here with us today. This is a very exciting occasion for us here at City Hall and here in Montgomery because we have the opportunity to do something different, something we've never done before. We're going to celebrate, albeit virtually, Navy Week here for the very first time. And this comes on the 145th anniversary, if you will, of the U.S. Navy. And although we've been called the best hometown in the United States Air Force, we're going to celebrate those men and women that serve in our U.S. Navy. And we have a tremendous opportunity here because we have someone who is very familiar with our city. It is his hometown, and that's Rear Admiral Brad Cooper. And we want to thank him for being with us today. And Admiral, I want to just say thank you for not only being with us today, but more importantly, for your service to this nation and the extraordinary leadership that you have displayed throughout your career. Truly, it is an honor to get a chance to meet you. And I was thrilled when I heard about you and then heard that you had grown up here and gone to high school here and that sort of thing. So we're excited about this, and we're really glad to be partnering what we hope will be the first of many opportunities to celebrate Navy Week. So this time I want you to kind of tell us a little bit about it and tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and for all of Montgomery. It's a real privilege to join you today. I'm joining you from the world's largest Navy base here in Norfolk, Virginia. It's a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day when you're in the world's greatest Navy. And it really is a great thrill to join you. Let me tell you a little bit about what Navy Week is all about. Basically, the concept is for the Navy to pick about 15 cities around the country every year, Montgomery being one of them this year, and bring the Navy to cities where the Navy is. Obviously, as you said, Maxwell Air Force Base is there, so there's a lot of familiarity with the Air Force. But just based on where Montgomery is and where the water is, no Navy. Although I will say there's a lot of Navy nearby if you head further south. So the idea is just to take a week and bring the Navy into the city. And in a normal period of time, we'd have 75 to 100 engagements. We'd bring a large group of sailors from around the country. We would meet with you and I would be sharing this over a cup of coffee. We meet with business leaders and civic leaders and really engage to high schools and colleges around the region. Obviously, because of COVID, we've had to change that and make it more virtual. So in this respect, we're connecting here. There's a whole series of other events that are happening throughout the week that are all happening virtually, and we're proud to be a part of it. We think it's important, particularly in the case of Montgomery, who has a Navy ship named after us, USS Montgomery, deployed last year in the South China Sea, for Montgomeryans and all Alabamans to really understand what's the Navy doing for the country today. 340,000 men and women strong, thousands from Alabama and hundreds from Montgomery, deployed all around the world every single day. And so to bring that back home and be able to feature it in a meaningful way and let you and the people there in the city have a greater appreciation for what we're doing every day, we think that's important.
Absolutely. And we're so glad that you all do this around the country. Was there any particular reason that Montgomery stood out other than it being a place that you once called home that made you all think about our city and bringing us into this partnership with you this year?
Yeah, well, I wish I could tell you I was the one that made the choice, but I was darn happy with the people who did make the choice. I think it's a natural selection, well known for wonderful people and great hospitality. Montgomery has long been a great generator of patriotism and lots of meaningful ways. The U.S. military draws a large number of sailors from the state of Alabama in general, and Montgomery is a great place to just come back to and just to showcase, hey, what is the Navy doing for the country? What is it that we're doing with taxpayer dollars? Because it's important work.
Absolutely. Are there other cities in the state of Alabama that have participated in this before?
There are, but it's been a while. We really try to move around the country. It's been several years, I think up in Huntsville and in Birmingham years ago, but nothing recently. So it's pretty exciting to be able to be there. And again, as I mentioned, in any other year, in any other environment, you and I would be face to face, and we'd really have a large contingent of sailors there. Everything from Navy SEALs to those who operate submarines and circus ships, medical doctors, nurses, lawyers, chaplains, the whole Monty would be there. So we just have to look at it a little bit differently based on circumstances of this year.
Absolutely. And I hope that, like a lot of things in 2020 due to COVID, I hope we'll get a chance to have a redo on this when things kind of get back to some sense of normalcy and we can all interact with one another. We would love to host you and host our servicemen and women in the Navy and learn just a lot more about it. Having said that, was there a time at Lanier when you may have thought that you would be in this place in your career? Did you see this coming?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And the short answer is not a chance. I grew up as a military brat. My father was in the Army, and then we moved to Montgomery when I was young. I call it home. My wife is from Montgomery. We both went to Lanier High School, and my family's still there, and my wife's family is still there. So it's very much home for us. But as I was going through high school at Lanier, I was in the junior ROTC program. I thought that I'd like to go in the military and was kind of oriented to go in the Army. My dad was in the Army. And then, like teenagers kind of do, you want to chart your own course. So I did and joined the Navy. But if you would ever ask me if I'd be sitting here talking to the Mayor of Montgomery, 30-something years after I graduated from high school, absolutely no way. Having said that, it's a great privilege, and as I think you'd agree, service really is a privilege, and I really cherish every single day.
That's great. If you'd asked me 30 years ago if I thought I'd be the mayor of Montgomery, I wouldn't have believed it either. So we're in the same boat there.
That's great.
Definitely on that. So I certainly understand charting your own course and feel a lot of share a lot of the same sentiments that you had as well. But obviously, you've done exceptionally well throughout your career. And in 2014, you and your crew were awarded the Battenberg Cup for operational excellence. And that's not something that's just kind of given out or passed out. These awards and recognition by our U.S. Navy come through operational excellence. It comes through demonstrated leadership and commitment. Can you explain a little bit, one, how that felt and really kind of what you learned from kind of leading up to that experience to get that award from the U.S. Navy? Again, it's very rare, and it's something that certainly set you apart from other leaders in the Navy across the board.
Yeah, so I think that most young men and women, if you're thinking about joining the military, have a propensity to do so because you want to be part of something special. You want to join an organization that is regarded as elite performing. You want to be able to contribute in a selfless and meaningful way. And you want to be able to invest in yourself in a unique way, something that can serve you for the rest of your life. I think those are general themes. And I think it's a really strong and powerful aspect of military service in general, in the Navy in particular. So, bring 350 people together serving on a ship that we served together on USS Gettysburg. I think all those things that I just described came together in one fell swoop. Great young men and women, high achievers, and when the team was winning, individuals were benefiting from it, and we just were able to achieve a really high level of performance. But what I'll tell you about it is, I obviously served for a long time. I served around the world, met world leaders, worked in unique circumstances. But the very best part of me being in the Navy, and frankly, the only reason I've stayed in, is because I love serving around the people. We continue to attract the very best and brightest. I wake up every day on the largest Navy base in the world to serve around thousands of young men and women who are really exceptional. And it's great to be with them on the same team, moving in the same direction. So the same things that allowed us to perform at a really high level years ago are those same concepts still apply today. And they're quite energizing and frankly uplifting.
That's great, and so awesome to hear. And we're so appreciative of not only the sacrifice and service again of our men and women in our armed forces, but certainly leaders like yourself, leaders who remain dedicated and committed to the mission. And that's important at all times. And it's something that we always want to make sure we share with men and women like you and with the leadership that we have. I'm thinking right now of, some students that may be at Lanier or maybe at other schools in Montgomery who may see you as an example, may see you as a role model, who may see you as someone that they aspire to be at some point in time. Are there any parting words of wisdom or any advice you might give them when they're in that junior ROTC program, where they're trying to think about how to chart their course, or maybe they haven't thought about a career in the military? Any thoughts you would share with them at this time?
Oh, that's a terrific question. I think if you're thinking about, hey, what are you going to do in your life? Where is your journey going to go? For the Navy, you can go to Navy.com, and this is not an advertisement. It's a website that just has a lot of information on it. You can kind of see what the Navy is. A lot of people kind of think of the Navy, it must be something on a ship, and it is that. But there's airplanes and submarines and special forces and all the support structure it takes on it. It's a big Navy, as I mentioned, 340,000. So I would encourage folks to do a little of your own homework, just like you would do applying to college, just like you would do for a trade or any other skill. Do a little homework. And then, more specifically, the folks in junior ROTC, at Lanier in particular, I get wonderful privilege this Friday of joining with another Lanier graduate who is 2 years behind me and a classmate of my wife. And we'll spend a little time talking to junior ROTC cadets there. There are cadets. I was one at one point. It'll be great to reconnect with them. I'm looking forward to that. But I think for anybody, whether you're in junior ROTC or not, if you're thinking about the Navy, go to that website, Navy.com, and I think you'll learn a little bit. And whether you decide to join or not, that probably doesn't matter. I think you'll learn a little bit about what the Navy is doing around the world. And then if I could just leave with a couple of shots. One, sir, thanks for your leadership. It's important. I know you are challenged every single day, and I appreciate you rising to the occasion in the way you have, and wish you all the best. And if I could give a little shout out to my brother William and my mother there in town, as well as my in-laws, I really appreciate it. Love them dearly, and look forward to seeing them soon. And sir, again, wish you all the best. That's
fantastic. Thank you so much. And just really an honor to be able to celebrate this prestigious occasion, the 145th anniversary, birthday, if you will, of the U.S. Navy just this past Tuesday. That is fantastic. And I think it's even better to have someone, from here who's walked through the halls of our public schools and who's gone on to such a distinguished career and has many more levels of accolades to achieve going further that we're excited about and we can be proud of. So on behalf of the citizens of Montgomery, I want to thank you again for your service, sacrifice, and your leadership. And I want to wish you and your family well moving forward. And again, when this COVID ceiling lifts, hopefully we'll be able to get together and host you and many men and women from the U.S. Navy right here in Montgomery and share some of the good things that are happening here and talk about a lot of the pluses and a lot of the assets that we have in this community. And hopefully, we'll even introduce you to some real soul food. I don't know if you get that in Norfolk, Virginia. They think they can cook up there, but I don't know if it's quite like it is here. So we'll make sure we have some good Southern cooking going as well. But Rear Admiral Brad Cooper, I want to thank you again and just congratulate you. And just know that we're proud of you. And anything we can ever do to support the U.S. Navy and our men and women who are protecting this nation, please don't hesitate to let me know and let us know as a community.
Thanks so much, sir. Look forward to seeing the Navy back in Montgomery, and best wishes to you. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.